All right. Good evening, everyone. We are so excited. This is our first, I'm sure not the first, because this information was given to us on Monday and Monday night. This information, much of it went live, and X926 is in the house and is being talked about. It's our first presentation. We've got many excited leaders on the line with us that were there on Monday to see firsthand. We were able to see a lot of information that we can't share with you tonight, but also got a whole lot of information that we can. So we're going to introduce these speakers one at a time, but wanted to start with Zango 200K Premier Dr. Vaughn Johnson, who is actually an anti-aging specialty doctor. So we're so excited that Dr. Johnson, you can share with us. So why don't you go ahead and start and tell us about why we are so excited about what's launching.
Oh, Colli, that was a lot of fun on Monday, and the things that we're learning, and still the science is very validating to the X926, and as a physician, that's kind of what you look at first, unfortunately. We know that there's a lot of folklore with a lot of the ingredients as well, which is helpful, and which helps people explain why why it's such will be such a barn burner and a popular supplement. But in the world of anti-aging, we look at several parameters when we're trying to manage the aging process in our patients. And I'm excited about X926 is because it addresses some of the more difficult parts of the age management program. So, for example, if we're working with a patient, we believe that we can help maintain their functionality and their vitality and vigor if we can get them, number one, proper nutrition and getting the right nutrients into their system, and then also exercise. But where the supplementation helps is trying to optimize hormone levels, and then also nutritional supplements in themselves. So making sure that they're getting very powerful antioxidants and other supplements that can help the body function at that higher level, or what we like to say an optimal level. Because if we do this, then it helps slow the aging process in our body so that, again, we can maintain a higher quality of life as we head into our wiser years. And so this is where X926 jumps into the program, because of the unique patented blend of botanicals and phytonutrients that they're putting into this product. They have really put together what I like to call an all-star team, or a dream team of botanicals that will revolutionize a lot of the supplements and the way that people take them and the way that science views them, because the science backs up exactly what the product is intended to do. And it's exciting because it can literally slow the aging process in the body by consuming this on a daily basis. That to me is exciting, and it's going to be fun to see how people respond. And the other thing that's fun is it's extremely safe. There's no worries about interacting with other types of health problems or medications. And so that to me is just, again, I can't wait to get it into the hands of my patients, because I think we're going to see tremendous benefits, just which we heard about a few days ago from some of the testimonials that were shared with the very limited amounts that people have been exposed to.
Yes, and I think, Dr. Johnson, being one of your patients, that I think you should start prescribing it to your patients immediately. Don't you think your patients should be on this product right now and not have to wait until the end of September?
Yeah, I do, but I certainly understand from the branding and marketing aspects of things why they're handling things they are. And yeah, I'd love to, but still, we've waited this long. I think we're okay. But you're right. It is very exciting, so it has some, again, all natural ingredients that some people will recognize, some that are familiar to us, but some very new kids on the block that, again, have a tremendous amount of folklore with them, but not many people will be familiar. And so we'll be educating people at convention about this, and we'll be able to get more into specifics and what exactly are these plant-derived nutrients and that will help the body, kind of, like I said before, slow the aging process. And this is getting down into what we call the cellular level. And some of the science has demonstrated that the nutrients within these, as I call them, botanicals, really do help the cells be healthier so that they can communicate better with each other, which is tremendous because, as we all know, we very much, our cells make up our tissues and tissues make up our organs and then organs make up us. And so we've got to make sure that at a cellular level we're as healthy as we can be, and that's what several of the ingredients in these products do. Some of the studies that have been done have shown increase in circulations, have demonstrated improvements in skin, has demonstrated improvements in organ function, memory. I mean, and the list kind of goes on, and these are some of the things that really do plague us, as we age. And so you're right, Colli. It is a very exciting time to me. I firmly believe that this is going to rival the juice in taking off in the cells and what it can do, because the applications are endless, and it's safe for just about anybody and everybody to consume on a daily basis.
Now, Dr. Johnson, thank you. I wanted you to just talk about one thing, and I don't know how much time you have, so I want to respect that. But you made a comment, and on Zango's website now, zango.com/X926, the ingredients are all listed. And I have been all day today and yesterday called by excited leaders like, oh my goodness, I found this and I found that, and boy, have I seen some amazing things. But you made a comment about one ingredient. I just wanted you to just tell us about one, because again, it's on the website, it's been released. I don't know if you realize that, but the Shilajit. You had said it was like the new xanthone on the market, which I thought was incredible. Could you just tell everybody a little bit about that one little thing, and then we'll let them find out more about it on future webinars as time allows. But that ingredient right there, I've seen so much information on, and I loved what you said, the new xanthone on the market.
Thanks for pointing that out, Colli. That's interesting you say that, and of course I hadn't known that the ingredients have been put out there, and that's why I was being a little bit discreet and hoping that I don't, reveal too much. But if it's out there and telling us inside the Shilajit, and a lot of people wonder what that is, it's a very dark black hummus-like plant that grows between rocks high in the Himalayas. And this has been used in India for years for all sorts of ailments, much like mangosteen has been used in years in Thailand and Southeast Asia. Shilajit has been used by village healers and people in that part of the world for a wide array of physical ailments, but really in the world of the aging process and maintaining health. But it's got a special compound inside of it called fulvic, which is F-U-L-V-I-C, so fulvic acids. And so it's a tremendous amount, or it's a kind of a combination of several different types of acids, that this is where science is fairly young. We have good information on this. We understand that the potential, the science, the research laboratories that have looked at this have been thoroughly impressed at how powerful these fulvic acids are, specifically in the human body, and their ability to restore health at the cellular level. But you're going to see more and more science on this here in the future, and that's, to me, and that's why I firmly believe that these are the next class of xanthones, because xanthones are what makes the mangosteen so powerful. And xanthones were studied fairly well, but once the company Zango took off and set all the records, and more scientists were hearing the testimonials from the people that their health was improving, they decided to study it more. And so it really was the birth of the company Zango that ignited the amount of science that we have nowadays, where we have thousands of studies, on xanthones demonstrating their health benefits. You're going to see the same thing with fulvic acid. We have good sound science right now, but as this takes off and people start sharing their testimonies, testimonials with their physicians, you're going to see more and more information come out, and it'll just be nothing but positive, demonstrating the health benefits that this specific compound has on the human body and how it can very much, all by itself, slow the aging process. So if you take this Shilajit with the fulvic acid and you combine it with the other ingredients that are in the X926, like I said, now you've got yourself an all-star team, and they're all going to work very, very well together. I'm excited that even though it's a proprietary blend, we know that they put in very high amounts of each of the ingredients. It's not just a trace amount, but very high amounts, and the same amounts that they use in the study, so that we know that these same benefits will be afforded to us that take it, on a daily basis. And so that to me is exciting. But you're right, Colli, these will be the next xanthones, and they're going to show and demonstrate just how much they can improve health when consumed daily.
Dr. Johnson, thank you so much. Wish we could have you for a whole hour tonight, because we got an hour, and I know that was just touching some amazing things that you shared. We're so excited, and I love that you pointed out we don't just have some of this ingredient in there so we can say we have it and impress people. We have the amount that was done in the studies and the tests that get the results that we're looking for, and that's very exciting to me. So thank you very much for your time again with us this evening, and we'll have another webinar where you can tell us just all about the product.
No, that sounds great, Colli. I look forward to it. And but just let everybody know, again, exciting, very healthy, very safe, and very complementary to many of the other products that they're already consuming, from the company Zango. And to me, there's no overlap, so there's no reason why you can't just add this in and just start from the get-go and improve your health even more. So that to me is very exciting. And thanks, Colli. It's always a pleasure.
Very exciting. Thank you so much for being with us. Alrighty, I'm going to shift gears and go to a couple of leaders here for a minute, and then we've got another doctor we're going to hear from, and then we're going to do a little presentation here and show you what we saw when we were in Utah this week, and then we're going to hear from a whole bunch more leaders at the end that were there. So I'm going to just turn for a second over to one of our great leaders and tell us, Betty Quattlebaum, why you are so excited about what you saw on Monday.
Oh, hi, Colli. Thanks for inviting me on the call. Wow, I'm excited. I am so excited. First of all, about the product for myself, because aging is painful, and it's not just on the inside, but it's looking in the mirror and seeing, a wrinkle here and a wrinkle there and another one, and it's not a fun situation getting older. And I'm constantly researching the latest anti-aging products and watching PBS specials and that kind of thing, and I've never seen a product with these ingredients. In fact, I'd never even heard of Shilajit. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But I know that people will do anything and spend anything to look and feel better. It's a $300 billion market, and it's growing. And what we've got here with X926 is a standalone product, and it's going to have a pay plan and an opportunity attached to it that's going to rock your socks off, put money in your pocket quickly. This is an opportunity for all of us oldsters to do it again, as well as new people. And this is important because ranking right up there with the wrinkles and the aches and pains as we age, is the worry of how we're going to be able to afford to live as long as we're likely to. And X926 and the opportunity attached to it can solve our concerns on both the health and the pocketbook. And we've had precious little of this product to sample, and yet the stories are pouring in, and unexpected stories. I mean, I've been sleeping well in the past, but never 7+ hours in a stretch, and that happened the second time I took this product. And stories from others are really dramatic and almost unbelievable, but it's backed by studies, so we can actually make claims where we've never been able to with the juice. So I would just share with everybody on this call, go to the website that Zango's provided, print off everything, make sure the most important thing on there really is that pre-order form, because if you don't get your orders in, you are going to cry, because you'll hear the stories. You'll learn. I mean, Colli, this is so exciting. I can't stand it. And I can't wait to hear from Richard, because just being there with you guys this weekend or the beginning of this week and brainstorming and talking about how we're going to share this with our organization, as well as the multitudes out there that have never even heard of us. It's just exciting, and thank goodness for this product, because we're going to have the energy and the usefulness to do what we did 10 years ago. Thank you, Colli.
Thank you so much, Betty. Absolutely. Gosh, you hit so much of it right on the head about why we're so excited. What an opportunity for the new people, as well as for people who've been in for a while. This is a whole new ball game for sure. All right, that's East Coast represented. Now the West Coast is Jim and Candy Webb. I believe they're on the line. Jim, are you with us?
I am indeed. Can you hear me?
All right, we can hear you.
All righty. Hey, listen, I was there too. Golly gosh, what a day on Monday. Holy cow, being in the room with all of those high-powered, successful leaders in Zango, and hearing the presentation from the founders and the doctors and all of the excitement and activity that was generated from that. That was a very special day, and I wish everyone could have been there, but you'll be there at convention. You'll hear a lot of the same thing. You'll experience a lot of the same excitement. But before then, you've got a lot of work to do to educate and introduce your entire organization to the product and the opportunity, because it's better than it was before when we first got started, because we now have a base to build from. We've got a history, a track record to build from, and to go into this next phase is going to be a lot easier than getting started from scratch, which we did 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago now. And we've been in conversation with some of our leaders already about how to get going and to make this thing work. I've been running the numbers, and of course I'm a frustrated accountant anyway. Instead of an architect, I really like numbers. And seeing these numbers work, knowing what's possible, and comparing this to what we did originally, we're very excited about what the potential is here from the earnings standpoint, and for not only for us, but for everybody in our group, because it represents an opportunity to them to start over and rebuild anew in a much faster fashion because of the way this thing works. It's really exciting.
Thank you so much, Jim. I very much agree with you. I got one other doctor leader that I'd like to hear from.
I wish I could.
And then, I'm sorry, Candy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there. Of course, I heard everything back from Jim, and it is terribly exciting. But I got to tell you, a lot of people know that I've had a really bad accident and been, just basically wheelchair bound here for a couple of months. And I've had a sample of the product now, and I'm walking today. Now, that may or may not be taken as a cure claim, but at the same time, and maybe this was the real cure, I read the compensation plan on this thing. And boy, I got to tell you, once you read that compensation plan and understand it from the standpoint of us that have been around the industry for a while, you're going to be cured in a different way. Astounding what this is going to enable people that have been in our business for a while to do. You know, Jim and I have had the good fortune in this business to build 3, million-dollar companies. And this new product, X9, this is going to be our 4th million-dollar product, million-dollar business, and it'll happen as quickly as Zango did. I'm just so excited, you guys. It really has gone a long way to making me get up and walk around today.
Fantastic, Candy. Thank you so much. And I've been hearing so much of that. Just first time using the product, people are getting results and noticing them. I just can't imagine what's going to happen after a month. Very excited. I'd like to hear from one other Zango leader / physician also, Armando DeGuzman. If you're on the line with us, I'd love for you to share why you're so excited about, from both the product standpoint as a physician as well as the opportunity as the 500K distributor that you are.
Yes, we're here, Colli. We are so excited. Can you hear me? All right.
Can hear you great.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, Patricia and I were standing over here, and we are just so excited that we can hardly sleep. We can't see. It seems like I think we have found the fountain of youth. Ponce de Leon, that conquistador, has been searching for it for centuries, and now we have it. So we're so excited about that.
Making coffee.
Here's my say hi to everyone.
Hi, Colli.
Yeah.
Hey, Patricia.
And seeing you over there, Colli, Sandi, and all the leaders out there is amazing. I agree with Jim and Kendi that we're gonna go faster with this. I mean, we have the company track record already that's proven that this works, and then we have this new compensation plan, this new another multi-billion-dollar product that it's $300 billion market for anti-aging. And I love the ingredients that was presented by Dr. Vaughn Johnson. It was amazing. I myself didn't know about that. I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, those ingredients are amazing. You have the rejuvenating cellular, degenerative cells that can be rejuvenated by cellular level, and you have the cardiovascular blend and so on and so forth. So the three blends I'm so impressed with them. And we started actually taking that and amazing result that Patricia had on that sampling that we just had yesterday morning, and then last night too. So I'm just pumped, and we're sharing this, calling everyone, massive action like we did before, and for 90 days, massive action. You don't want to sleep because this is a race. This is a game changer. So I advise all people, call all the people that you know and share this opportunity. Okay, thank you for inviting us, Colli and Sandi. I appreciate you, leaders and our mentors. Thank you.
Thank you, Armando, DeGuzman, and Patricia. Very much appreciate you joining us. And I'm going to hear from one more of our Zango 500Ks before we go into the presentation and show you just a little bit about it. We'll probably take about 5 or 10 minutes the most to do the presentation, because I see a whole bunch of other leaders on our call with us now that that I would really love for everybody to hear from at the end of the call. So I just wanted to say that for any of you Zango leaders I see in the chat room that were there on Monday, if we have not already communicated, you're not already on the speaker code and have not already confirmed that you're going to be able to share with us, could you please just put that in the Ask a Question box or text me on my cell and just confirm so I can call on you right after the presentation. But before we do that, I'd like to hear from our 500K Premier, Richard O'Brien.
Hi, Colli. Thanks for inviting me, dear. I don't know what to say after all these great leaders have said what they have said. I can just ditto everything they said, but a couple things we've done. I got home at 2 o'clock this morning, and Greg and Sherry Adair are here with us, and I can tell you a couple things we've done. We've been burning up the phones. Greg and Sherry have signed up 16 people today on the product, and I'm not very happy because I've only got 6. And then I called one of my leaders in Canada who has she's got 13 Zango distributors coming into the program, plus she's got 6 new ones. And I'm calling our people, and I cannot believe how excited they are. It's like, and I didn't think about this, and I can't take credit for it, but we've got multiple streams of income here. And the founders were so intelligent with letting the Zango team, the people that have supported Zango for the last 10, 11 years, they're giving us first crack at the product. They're going to make sure we get the product. I love that. And all of our leaders are coming in. All of our distributors are coming in. So I would say this to the people on the call: who doesn't like multiple streams of income? Talk to your people. Tell them what's coming. Don't be bold with this. Be more bold than you've ever been. As everyone on this call probably knows, I was an idiot. I said no 4 times. Sandi smacked me alongside the head. Armando called me 5 times. I was a jerk to him 2 of those 5 times. He didn't give up. You have a product here. I won't go through my testimonial, but I heard testimonials that I can hardly believe. And it took us probably a month to 2 months in Zango to hear those types of testimonials, even though we know what the product does today. So I think we've got something here that should be called money. I think anybody that didn't get in the first day of Zango, and I didn't work it the first day, so I'm not very smart, I'm not going to miss this one. So anybody that's been in Zango and we know what the products are like, come over for an additional stream of income. Don't miss this one. You're going to have a ride on this one that you've never seen before. I have never been this excited, and there were 45 people in that room. When we first got there, there was some apprehension. We weren't sure what we were going to see. None of us were. But when we walked outside of that room, we couldn't get on the phones fast enough. And I saw the look in every one of those leaders' eyes, Colli and Sandi. I've never seen anything like it. I am so excited to have a second chance at ground floor opportunity with the new division of Zango. I can't believe it. So I'll let you go to the presentation. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your mentorship and leadership, and thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Richard. You're absolutely right. Leaders came in with a little apprehension, something new, and left running for their phones, wanting to get out of there, to get on the phones, and it has been a race, and we've been racing for 2 days since.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Lots
of other leaders I want to hear from that I see in the chat room. Some of you have confirmed that you can be on. Some of you have not. So again, just in the Ask a Question box, if you could just say yes, I'm on the speaker code. And if you don't know what it is, text either Sandi or myself, and I'll respond back and make sure that you're on the speaker line because we'd love to hear from you. Real quickly, I'm just going to go through this presentation. The reason I'm going to do it quickly is because there may or may not be. There might be a guest on the line, and if you are a guest, you're going to see this very quickly. If not, I want the distributors to know where these resources are so that they can get these presentations and that they can give these presentations over the next 5+ weeks before this is, or exactly 5 weeks, I think, before this is launched. So let's just go through it. Zango is the opportunity company. The success factors that started with Zango were the first 3. It was our executive team, and it was the product, originally the mangosteen product, the juice, and our distribution method that made Zango successful. And now, after almost 11 years, we can add a proven track record to the success factors of Zango. And of course, we know and love our executive team. When we started a little under 11 years ago, we used to talk about over 100 years combined experience with this dream team. And of course, at the time, that was experience as mid-level managers and above. And now, of course, it's been as the founders and executives, one of the most amazing companies that's ever launched in the history of network marketing. It's broken all kinds of records and won all kinds of awards, all because of this executive team. And of course, the beginning of Zango was because of this amazing product that launched, this juice, this fruit, this new botanical that hadn't been discovered before, and there was folklore and story behind it. And most importantly, the product worked and it was effective. And of course, it's the original mangosteen formula, and it's done over $2 billion in worldwide sales now in 40 countries, produced over 120 millionaires, over 4 million checks have been paid. So this amazing product, of course, is the reason why Zango has so many accolades. And these are just some of them we're looking at, our distribution, some of our events. But imagine a global anti-aging market, $300 billion, as we've talked about. Imagine something that would address that. Now, these are some of the symptoms of aging: cardiovascular, heart disease, low energy, low immune function, bone density problems, muscle loss, weight gain, hormone imbalance, muscle atrophy, memory loss, lack of stamina, oxidative stress, inflammation, wrinkles, aging spots. And now we have an answer. Codename X926 until September, when this will officially launch and the brand will be revealed. And I want you to know, folks, I'm amazed. I see some of these new products being born in network marketing with the goofiest names I've ever heard of, and it was amazing because it was our CEO, Aaron Garrity, who explained it's because most of the names are gone. And to find a good name and to be able to find one that's available to patent and trademark in every country out there is a very difficult thing. But I want you to know that the brand is sexy and the product name is sexy. It's not X926. It's a name that you will love and be proud of. Some of the key benefits of Formula X926, it supports healthy DNA function and cellular energy production, improves mental and physical stamina, aids the body in stress management, helps reduce bodily fatigue, supports cardiovascular health by improving circulation, helps accelerate muscle regeneration and growth, balances hormone levels for improved sexual wellness, improves mood and well-being, provides antioxidants to combat free radicals. There's 3 key blends in this formula. One is designed for cellular regeneration, the next for rejuvenation, and the next for cardiovascular. Let's talk about cellular regeneration, of course. The mangosteen, the most powerful antioxidant that's ever been discovered with these amazing xanthones, and we know the mangosteen story. And yes, the mangosteen is in this product. Also lychee. Lychee has been a valued fruit renowned for thousands of years, promoting healthy aging. Our lychee is a particularly innovative antioxidant and anti-aging nutritional supplement. And again, lots and lots and lots of stuff on lychee. And then Shilajit, this is the one that we talked about a little bit and that Dr. Johnson mentioned. It's a Sanskrit word meaning conqueror of mountains and destroyer of weakness. That is exciting to me. Indian yogis have always known that a certain elixir from the Himalayan mountains known as Shilajit would go a long way in arresting and reversing the aging process. The rejuvenation blend, these are some of the key ingredients here, and I'm not going to go into all of them just because, again, for time, this information is available to you on the website, and there are other tools that I'm going to show you at the end of this call where you can go and get this information. But Google these: aloe vera, tribulus terrestris, GABA, and L-leucine. All of them profound key ingredients that, again, as Dr. Johnson mentioned, each one individually is powerful, and together they're amazing. The cardiovascular blend is grape seed extract, grape skin extract, and beetroot powder. Now I'm going to go into the opportunity here and talk to you about some of the products that are going to be available. Again, you hear about X926, you hear about ZAG. X926 is this amazing anti-aging product that's being launched. ZAG, again a code name, is the amazing additional financial opportunity to go along with it. Again, the multiple streams of income, the ability to make even more money, not just having this product added on to our amazing existing product line, but to create an additional stream of income. This is exciting, and the Faveo Pro line products are going to be rebranded and added to this, as well as the meal pack will also be available on the ZAG site as well. So it's the same, it's not a separate company and a separate downline. So it's your same downline, it's Zango. But within that, by people who are purchasing products from this new division, you'll actually be able to sign up on another ADP, and you'll be able to, anybody in your organization currently who chooses to purchase these products, you're going to be able to promote to new ranks and earn additional income with new trips and prizes and bonuses and all kinds of exciting things, as well as signing up brand new people today. So if you were a brand new person signing up in this today, you could become a 1K by doing $100 in personal volume in ZAG volume, and by having 3 active legs and having a total group volume of 1,000 points. So very much like it is today, 3 active legs. That could be a customer, it could be a distributor, but it's 3 legs, 1,000 points, and you become a 1K in ZAG, and you're eligible to earn 4 levels of compensation. The 5K is 100 PV, 3 groups, at least 1,000 in each line, and 5,000 combined. Now you'll notice a little bit of the specific structure is not mentioned here, right? It's you have 5,000 combined group volume. You've got at least 3 people that you've sponsored, and anywhere within that group there's at least 1,000 in group volume. So you don't have to have 3 people who are 1Ks. You have to have 3 people who have 1,000 in group volume each, and your 5,000 to become a 5K. Now there's some additional compensation at the 5K level by people who are participating in the ZAG side, and that is the Drive Your Own Dream. We've heard Drive Your Own Dream. Zango has a lifestyle bonus that they're going to start awarding to people at the 5K title if they have 10,000 in group volume from the ZAG site, from X926. So from the new product, from the new volume that's created there, if you've got 10,000 in volume and you're an active 5K, you're entitled to a $400 a month lifestyle bonus. Now we say lifestyle bonus because it's about driving your own dream. Your dream may be a vehicle. It could be a boat. It could be a motorcycle. It could be an airplane. Or your dream could be to travel the world. Or your dream could be to whatever your dream is. This is a lifestyle bonus to help you drive your dream. The 20K position, 200 points on an ADP, 3 groups with 5,000 in each group. So again, it's not 3 5Ks, it's 3 groups with at least 5,000 in group volume and a total combined volume of 20,000. There is a rank advancement bonus starting at the 20K level, and there's rank advance bonuses all the way through here now. You become a 20K in ZAG, you get a $3,000 rank advancement bonus. If that was accomplished within 180 days of your sponsorship date, it's $5,000. So if you sponsor a new person today, they hit 20K within that 6-month period, it's a $5,000 advancement bonus. But you know what? If it takes them 2 years or 5 years to do it, they still get an advancement bonus of $3,000. At the premier level, 200 points personal. You've got 2 groups doing 20,000 and 1 group doing at least 5. Your total points are at least 50,000. And now there's all kinds of wonderful things. There are rank advancement bonuses. There's also a dream trip for 2 that you'll win, plus cash if you do it within 1 year of your sign-up. More bonuses. At the 100K level, there's a $10,000 rank advancement bonus. If you do it within 2 years, it's $25,000. The 200K level, it's a $25,000 rank advancement bonus. Do it within 3 years, double that, $50,000. The 500K level, $50,000. If you do it within 4 years of your sponsorship, it's $100,000. And so, of course, if you hit that, you're getting the $100,000 plus the $50,000 plus the $25,000 plus the trip for 2 plus the. It all adds up on top of each other, and you could be earning multiple rank advancement bonuses at the very same time. Power Start bonuses, we still have the Power Start, 25% on level 1. If you're doing 200 a month personal on ADP, then you also are entitled to level 2 at 15%. And you have the Customer Connect bonus. You get 15% on all your personally sponsored, and if you're on the 200, you can actually earn down now through 9 levels of customers and also take advantage of the Nothing Beats Free program. So again, I went through this quickly, but on the website, and I'm going to go back and show you in a minute, I'm going to show you where to find all the documents and everything, all your frequently asked questions, all the information that you could possibly need to understand all these bonuses, to download these PowerPoint presentations in both PowerPoint and Keynote. So you can do these presentations. There's a special application. You can get signed up, sign new people up right now, actually till the end of September. They're waiving the sign-up fee for new people that want to sign up now in ZAG. And again, those questions will be answered. But before I take you to all of that, we've got some other leaders on the line I'd really like you to hear from first. So let me go over for a moment to Carol and Tom Ferrier. Are you with us?
Hey, we are, Colli. How are you doing?
Amazing. Like every other leader right now.
I'm actually en route to a MB30 meeting. We're having those. Those are going very well up in Utah here, so we're excited about that. But you know, Colli, you just mentioned all those bonuses. Wow, we didn't have those 10, 11 years ago, did we? This is exciting because we want to build all over again. And guess what, folks? We can. We can do this all on the ZAG side and get all those bonuses. So we're very excited about all the things they put in place. I don't know if anybody's mentioned this earlier, but Carol and I were chatting, and Carol's on the line. at the house, and I'm driving. But, you know, one of the things, Colli, our corporate founders, you know, they're unlike other founders in our industry, and they listen to us. Oh, my gosh. You know, we spent a full day yesterday working on different scenarios that could possibly happen. They are working to make sure that everyone is stable in our existing Zango business. Colli, that just doesn't happen out there in the industry. Usually owners just come up and say, well, we're doing it, it's done. You know, if you don't like it, tough luck. But I'm really excited. Our founders, you know, they are honestly men of integrity and willing to listen to the distributors and the leaders, and willing to make sure that we're making the money. And folks, this plan has the money built into it. And of course, I'm excited about the product. I'm not getting any younger. Just hit 60 a while back, and you know, I want to remain healthy for the rest of my life, no matter what that is. I want to be at optimal health for whatever I have left. And you know, think about this, folks. You know, as we're getting older, and we maybe go to a reunion, or maybe we're on Facebook and we see somebody that we went to school with. Think about this. You know, how do they look in comparison to you? You know, sadly, I look at a lot of the people I went to school with, and, you know, they're not doing so well. I know that Zango in my body for the last 10 years has been great, and I want to keep going in that direction. And I know this X926 is going to put us over the top again. So come on board. Carol, you got anything you want to add?
Well, thanks, Tom. Yeah, you know, we had this amazing opportunity to get to sit down with all the leaders and to be able to hear about this all together. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that. Tom mentioned, you know, all of these great things that are available to us as we begin this new journey. And they weren't available when we started with Zango, and we're thrilled to be able to participate in this all over again. And I'm really excited for all of you who maybe haven't had that opportunity either. And now we've got this amazing, fast-growing, huge, huge market. So exciting to be a part of that. And we can hardly sustain the excitement here. We are just on pins and needles and can't wait to actually be able to share more of this, to be able to announce the name of the product. We're looking so forward to it.
Well, thank you so much, Carol. Completely agree with that. I've got a lot of people asking some questions in the question box, so keep those questions coming, and I will definitely get to those and address those. Before I did that, though, I'm going to call on one leader who was not actually there at the event, but has spent the last 2 days researching all these ingredients, is so excited, and I just wanted him to share a little bit of that enthusiasm and excitement with you. Charlie Emmenecker, are you with us? Well, I see you're with us, but maybe you don't have the speaker code. So, Charlie, if you could just, if you want to share with us, text Sandi, or Sandi text him the speaker code, and I'm going to get to a couple of these questions first. I also see some of our other great leaders in there, and I don't want to, I probably shouldn't call on anyone if you don't specifically say you can share, but I think, Charlie, when we spoke today, you said you'd like to, so I'd like you to get that speaker code and do that. I'm going to take a second, though, while I'm seeing if there's any other leaders that want to share with us and show you where you can get a lot of this wonderful information. So if you go to zango.com/X926, I'll just type that in to make sure I am correct, because it defaults to another URL. So if you just go to zango.com/X926, if you get a little thing saying you're not authorized to view it, it's only because you have to log in first. I had some people that said, I can't view any of the information. You just need to log in. So if you go there and you see that, just go up to your screen, log in, and you'll have full access. And of course, there's also the My Link button that you can share a lot of this information with. But here's the information on the X926 pre-launch opportunity. You can click here to place your order for X926. There's the information about the products. There's different levels that you can get involved with. Everything is a savings. Of course, you'll be the very first one. They're going to ship the orders on September 25th, which basically will be when? Right after convention. So you'll be the very first one. And there's the X926 teaser video. But right here, it says click here to discover what X926 is all about. So when you do that, it's going to take you to a page here. And let me just adjust the size of my tool so that you can see this big enough. And you'll see that it has the X926 logo. There's a presentation that I just went through very quickly. It's actually there in Keynote and PowerPoint with the notes. So you can actually read every little thing about all the ingredients and everything. There's the product frequently asked questions is there. There's a product brief so that you can, and it's 2 pages. It's actually got the product label on it with all the ingredients in it. There is the sign-up form, and then, of course, there's guidelines about the claims that you can make. And as you've heard, there's a lot of claims that we'll be able to make with this new product that we haven't been able to make in the past. But the guidelines on that are there. So make sure that you go and you look at all those resources. The other resources that are available that I want to point out to you is in the My Power System back office. If you look at the resources now, so you go to Marketing, you go to Media Pack Creator, and then you get the resources. There are a lot of resources that have been loaded today for X926 and ZAG. So just go to that category, pull this down, double-click, and you'll see them all. There are videos that we found on Shilajit, which are amazing. There's a couple of good videos, as well as some information that's been put together by Charlie Emmenecker, actually, in a PDF. Of course, the PowerPoint is there broken down between product and compensation for those of you that might want to just do the presentation on just the product to a new person or a customer. And all the things that are on the Zango site are also back here so that you can send them to people through the back office or through your the media pack. There's also all kinds of information on news stories that have been done on anti-aging and telomeres, and there's all kinds of videos about DNA and how it works. So check out all of these resources here and go through all of those. There's a media pack that I just put together on the key ingredients, and so this is just what it'll take a look like if you wanted to send this out to people to show them a little bit about the ingredients. This is what your PowerPoint, I'm trying to drag this down. Here we go. This is what it would look like. So there's information about X926 here, the product brief, the frequently asked questions, and then we've got these videos and information on Shilajit, as well as the product presentation, the sign-up form, and the claim guidelines, all in one place where you can just copy and paste and send that to people to their Facebook or email or whatever. So that information is there. I think that is what I wanted to show there. And now let me see, do we have Charlie? Colli, talk to us.
Colli, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I had to turn down the audio on the computer. Well, I probably won't sleep for 3 nights, which is exactly what happened to me when I heard the magic wand. With what we have going on here. Is Richard still there, do you think?
I don't know. Richard O'Brien, you still with us? He probably had to jump off. I think he had a house full of people, so he just jumped on for a minute.
Okay. Well, what I would like to share with everybody is I've been studying anti-aging for 20 years. It could be 18, it could be 21. And I know of quite a few ingredients in the world of anti-aging, but there's some here that are new. The Shilajit, I was stunned when I saw that information. So what I am going to suggest that all of you do is that go to the website, zango.com/X926. Look at the ingredients. Start to do your own research. Now, I have been testing the field for the last maybe 10 days, 2 weeks since I had Dr. Templeman on my call, and then I had Dr. Tutla on my call. I got enough information to know exactly where this thing was going, and then with the fact that you take this product not just before, but 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep, I understand enough about sleep studies and anti-aging. That's a critical time to take a product because stage 1, your brain repairs itself first, and then your body goes into the repair stages. And what we have here is, I guess, brain restoration, cardiovascular restoration, and organelle restoration. Dr. Templeman talked about organelles. And do a research, everybody, on organelles, O-R-A-G-A-N-E-L-L-E, organelle production. You're going to learn a lot. You'll be ahead of the curve. Why? The compensation plan. You guys have all been given a front-running introduction to this compensation plan in the compensation plan. So, Colli, I got a question. You get some people started on X926 and they decide to buy the juice. They're getting paid on 2 different pay plans, right?
Absolutely.
Does it work that? Right. You get paid basically twice. And looking at the bonuses, I'm drooling. We didn't get those kind of award bonuses the first time. And, I'm not bragging, but I went 20K in 90 days. And that was with nobody sitting in the queue. I can't wait. So I get to go to, I'm planning on hitting the ground running harder. I'm taking orders now. And now that I know what we have, everybody in my group, you guys are already on the call tonight, we will be working tomorrow. And you're going to be able to go to convention at the end of September. Even somebody who's 5K, we're going to make an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, guys and gals. So this is not a game changer, Colli. This is the new game. It really is. And I just would like to leave it at that. These herbs are nothing short of spectacular, blended together. I don't even know what to call it. And I think that what we'd like to do is have Richard, myself, and maybe Greg Adair do a couple of training calls on how to strike a conversation with questions with people that you don't even know, but some people that you do know, so that you can take orders ahead of time. I had a couple people today that I called. They said, well, geez, if I don't know what it does for me, I can't do anything. And we turned that around pretty quick because we already know what it does. So, Colli, this is, at 66 years old, I'm saying when I'm 70, I'm just going to be 50. So that's all I can say for tonight because I'm tongue-tied. I'm excited.
Thank you so much, Charlie. I am too. And you know why I'm so excited is because this is the first time in my career in network marketing, and this is 24 years now that I've been doing this. And, my first 5 years figuring things out and stuff, but I was always looking for the kind of company that could become the billion-dollar company. And we always talk about the billion-dollar company, but I don't know if a lot of people know that the billion-dollar companies are not built by the people who join in the beginning. The people who join in the beginning are people who like startup deals or people who are willing to take a risk. Now, I didn't like startup deals, but I was willing to take the risk on Zango because of that dream team, our executive team, because of their experience and because of this fruit. I saw that it had the potential, and it made me take a risk that I wouldn't normally have taken. But in that first year, 2 years, 3 years, 99% of all the people I talked to were not candidates for Zango because they were not risk takers. They were the kind of people that wanted to join something without the risk, something that they knew could go on and become a billion-dollar company. Their reputations were important. They wanted to build a legacy, and they weren't willing to risk it on a startup company. So startup people, though, there's people out there that just love startup deals. They chase them, and they usually ride that company through the first full wave of momentum. And then after the first wave is over, they go off and get into another startup deal. And, of course, we know lots of people that just every 3 to 5 years or whatever it is go on to do something else because they love chasing startup deals. Those people don't build the billion-dollar companies. The billion-dollar companies are built by the people that are coming in today, the people who are looking to build a legacy, the people who know that they can do it in Zango because Zango is proven, because of that track record, because of what they've already done with the juice, and because now they're introducing the next big product, the big, and imagine, it took people an average of 3 months to get noticeable results and become just branded to the Zango juice. People are experiencing results within a few minutes, some a few hours, some a few days, some, and there are all kinds of documented stuff, which since it's not being shared by Zango yet, we certainly can't share it, that show what will happen within 24 to 48 hours, what will happen within a few weeks, and then there's the things that you can expect within 3 to 4 months and so on. So I am so excited about this product and this time with this company and their brilliance and their boldness to give us an additional stream of income instead of just putting it in the same pie. Folks, we have the opportunity now, again, brand new, to hit ranks as people come into ZAG and hit these ranks. It's like hitting them for the first time. Even those of us who are already in, as we do it again with ZAG volume. Now, I want everyone to know also, just so you know, all your volume in ZAG will count towards your Zango qualifications. It always will. But your ZAG volume is looked at separately for purposes of promoting and building and earning ranks on the ZAG side. So we all have a chance to be one of the first. You know, if there's anybody who feels like they've heard about the Zango Sweet 16, they're going to do another thing like that, folks, and it's going to be all announced at convention, and every one of you and every person that hasn't even joined yet, everybody that, you know, comes in the next, I don't know, few months probably will have the opportunity to be whatever they're going to call it, the Sweet 16, probably not, a legend or, you know, whatever it is, the dream team will have the opportunity to do all of the things and to be part of bringing this brand new product to market and making all the bonuses. So before I go into all the questions and answers, there's another couple, that 500Ks, great leaders in our company who were there that I think we all need to hear from first, and that is Ed and Sandi Cohen.
Oh, thank you, Colli, and thank you for your amazing presentation. But, you know, when Colli talks about risk and startup, I need to share with you something I think really, really important, because obviously we are full-time networkers. And, you know, when we took a look, shut the door, when we, when we took a look at Zango almost 11 years ago, it was scary. It was an unknown, it was a startup, and I broke my own rule knowing how businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. And I'm not just talking in network marketing. I'm talking about in general. And think about this, where we are today. There's no risk, guys. So you have to say to yourself, what would you do for the next 90 days if you knew you could not fail? And I'm going to tell you something. Ray Herman said something to me almost 11 years ago. And I said to Ray, how do I build this fast? And write this down. He said, work like your life depends upon it for the next 90 days. This is critical, guys, because somebody's going to get to the people you know before you do. You should be burning up the phone. This is not about sending emails to people. It's about picking up the phone and saying, I've got something so exciting to share with you. Can I send you an email in the next 3 minutes? And Colli's going to make, and we're going to make all these videos and emails available Can you send out and have a conversation with a minimum of 3 to 5 people every single day for the next 90 days and make sure you are in Utah at convention, at Fold, because there is so much to learn. And, of course, Sunday with Zango United, we're going to intensify that training. So when you, now that we know all that we know, because we didn't before, what you're going to learn through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will put your business probably about 8 to 9 months ahead. So with this unique product, with a proprietary blend, which means they're not going to tell you the exact source, the exact milligrams, because if in fact you find the ingredients elsewhere, this is a blend of a series of botanicals in the right amounts that were proven in the clinical study. So again, setting Zango apart, tied to a second income stream. And with our being involved in the industry like Colli for over 2 decades, I got to tell you, I was almost in tears yesterday when the founders asked our opinion. The founder said, what do you think? The founder said, how do we make this even better? And actually listened. This is absolutely unheard of. So the bottom line is, you think I'm excited? Oh my goodness. The bottom line is, if you ever dreamed that maybe, just maybe, you're finally in the right place at the right time, set your hair on fire and ask your significant other to buy you a new fire extinguisher, because the world is your oyster. What do you want? How badly do you want it? And what are you willing to do? Back to you, Colli.
Wow, thank you so much, Sandi. I'd really like to just close up. I should have waited and done these questions first, because that absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. Folks, there's an opportunity for you to run with the winners. And what does that mean? The winners are running. Be a winner and run. It is absolutely that time. And to be in a special place like this, it doesn't come along every day. As a matter of fact, it's been almost 11 years since I've been in a place like this where literally you could just pick up the phone and say, just give me your credit card. You need to get in this thing now. I don't even have time to explain it to you. It's literally that exciting, and they won't be disappointed when they find out all the details. What I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to show the frequently asked questions on the product on the screen. I'm just going to leave that up for a little bit, and I'll go to the next one. While I go through some of the other questions, I have 57 questions in the Ask a Question box. But the product ones, I'm really just going to put that up. You can read them as they go, and of course this recording and stuff will be there. The ones I didn't see in the frequently asked questions, I'll go ahead and address. But a lot of this has to do with the rollout of the business and whatnot, so I'm going to go through these very quickly. If you were over time, we normally don't go over an hour here, but because this is a new thing and there are so many questions, I'm going to go ahead and answer those questions. But if you don't have any questions and need to drop off, thanks so much for joining us here this evening. Very excited. And this recording will be available to watch again, and you can catch the part that you missed whenever. I think it'll be up by tomorrow. It'll be in your My Power System back office. If you're not a My Power System user, it'll be on the blog at ourpowersystem.com. That's the blog that non-My Power System users can go to get access to all the webinars, and the recording will be posted there by Friday. So take a look at that. All right, real quickly, we've got some questions about rollout in different countries. So let me just go through this. But the rollout in the Americas is October 1st, 2013 is the official rollout. But as you know, you can sign up now on the website at zango.com/X926. The forms are there. We're in pre-launch right now. We went into pre-launch Monday night. The official global launch in the Americas, October 1st, X926 and Ferrier Proline will be available through ZAG on October 1st. In Canada, X926 will be available for the X926 and the Faveo Pro line through the NFR program. And in Mexico, the Faveo Pro line will be available with ZAG, but the X926 will not be coming until 2014. I've got questions here about Europe, the EU and CIS. On October 1st will be Faveo. Limitless will be the fourth quarter of 2013, and X926 will be in the second quarter of 2014. But again, the brilliance of this company, knowing that nobody wants to miss out on this additional stream of income or by participating in ZAG, they are putting these Faveo Pro products that they were already ready to launch in some of these countries on October 1st into ZAG so that you can participate in that immediately. Over in Asia, in the Pacific Rim, October 1st, on October 1st, products in, and I'm sorry, now I'm taking notes, AU, NZ, JP, I'm sure is Japan, X926 will be available, and Faveo Pro on the NFR. In Taiwan, it will be Faveo Limitless. Other markets, Colombia, Hong Kong, China, South Africa, October 1st. There are some special qualifications there. Each market is going to be receiving that information. Just log into your back office with the X926 through your market, and your market-specific information will be listed there. So those are some of the things, most of these questions, it has to do with that. There's a lot of product questions. Again, I'm going to go to the next page on the product questions so that you can read those while I'm continuing to go through these questions. A lot of questions about marketing, obviously good for baby boomers, but what about Gen Xers and millennials? Well, the aging process actually begins at 30 years old, which is why a lot of athletes, the professional athletes, start retiring in their 30s, which I didn't really understand, but starting at 30 years old is when the muscles start to deteriorate and bone density, and all of those things happen at 30. So anyone over 30 is going to love this product, and of course they're not the only ones that it's good for, but I'm just saying 30 years old and up, and of course if you're under 30, then we've got MB30, baby, the Limitless products, the Faveo Pro products. So it's the perfect thing by putting those in. We now have one line for over 30, one line for under 30, and an incredible financial opportunity to make a whole additional stream of income. There's some other product questions. Again, I've got the product questions up here, so I'm not going to answer them, plus I'm not even a physician. Dr. Santry asking if there will be a physician's conference. I'm not sure if there'll be a physician's conference. You might want to email one of the docs. I know you've got some of their email addresses, but obviously there will be breakout sessions on the products the doctors will be doing. But if you think that's a good idea, I would email Zango and suggest that, and they may very well put that together. Let's see, product. A lot of these are product questions, and I apologize because the product questions are there. Because I'm not a physician, I'm going to not try to answer them. I'm going to go with marketing and compensation questions. All right, will we be able to pick up orders of X926 at convention? As of right now, according to the website, they start shipping the product on September 25th. So I would think that would mean there would be product at convention, but I can't be sure. So I'm sure more information will be coming out on that. Okay, question. They heard there's 3 different blends, 3 different kinds of X926 to choose from. No, 3 different blends of ingredients in the 926. I think we covered that. All right, I've got somebody saying they're still getting access denied when going into their back office. I think you need to email customer service at Zango, because if you're logged in, you should not get the access denied. But I think that's going to be something that you should probably email. There's probably a webmaster link for any kind of a technical problem. But Donna, why don't you also go ahead and copy your upline on that so we can make sure that we get that forwarded to them, but I haven't heard of anyone having that issue once they're properly logged in. And of course, make sure you're logged into a distributor account, not a customer account. I did get that myself the first time, and it's because I was logged in as a guest of my own distributor account. And as soon as I logged out and re-logged back in with my distributor ID, I was fine. All right, do you need to have 100K in both plans to get paid for this? No. You have to have, in Zango, all your volume counts, all your existing volume of all the products you have now, plus all the volume that's going to come in through X926 will all count towards your group volume requirements to hit titles. But to receive the compensation, you need to have a Zango order to get paid on Zango volume. You need to have a ZAG order to get paid on ZAG volume. And in ZAG, since that's new product, new thing, that's all new volume. It's ZAG volume only that counts towards those titles and those qualifications, because there's new bonuses and new rewards and new everything attached to ZAG. So in ZAG, all the qualifications are based on ZAG volume. In Zango, your qualifications are based on combined volume. Does that mean we won't have to be ordering ProPack or meal packs the same way through our current ADP? I don't know how that's going to work yet, so just stay tuned. I just know they're going to make them available in the new program. I know it's not going to affect any current ADPs or anything that's out there right now, so you'll have to just hold off on getting clarification on that. Not everything has been completely clarified.
Hey, Colli.
Yes.
I'd like to introduce somebody you might like to hear from. We're down at Zango Corporate. Hold on.
All right.
Wow, what an honor to be on your call tonight. Guys, this is Aaron Garrity, and I am speaking to you live from Zango headquarters. I just walked by Tom here, and I'm here to say we've got a lot of exciting things in motion here at Zango. You know, I was talking to a group of our distributors, actually a couple groups in France, Italy, the United Kingdom, Belgium, and I think we ended up with South Africa today. But I talked about really the age that we live in. This is the age of the entrepreneur. Never before in the history of the world has so much been available to allow people to go after their dreams. And with Zango, we have an incredible feat in motion. Going along in lines with the age of the entrepreneur, we are about ready to launch a multiple stream of income concept at Zango. And for those of you who are part of this great company, you will be among the first to participate in a historic event, not only at Zango, but in the industry. And so listen to what these leaders have to say tonight on the call. It is a very important time. If there are any of those individuals who are listening on the call for the first time, now is the time to get involved. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Bottom line is, it's going to change the world. It's going to change the industry. Get in now. We'll look forward to seeing you in Salt Lake City next month. God bless you, and thanks for having me on your call. Take care.
Thanks so much, Aaron. All right, how exciting is that? Our call's over time, and we ended up with the serendipity getting to hear from one of our founders. We probably should have kept him on to ask some of these questions, but I think as these questions here that I can't answer, folks, what I'm going to do is actually put them in an email, send them to corporate, get those questions answered, and then we'll make sure that we answer them on the next call for you. All right, so asking questions about filling out another distributor application. Going forward in the future, no. We have a separate form right now for you to pre-order your X926 now. But as far as the other one, the distributor application, if you've got a new person to sign up, you can sign them up into ZAG, Zango, or both. Once you're in one, you have the opportunity to purchase in the other. And if you choose to do two ADPs and participate on both sides, then of course it is double the money. So it's not going to be two separate applications and two separate distributor fees. It's the same company, folks. It's two product divisions. and 2 streams of income. It is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen any company do. I've seen companies attempt to do things like this. They usually make it a whole separate company and a separate comp plan with all kinds of confusing problems that ends up going back to the way they started, and it doesn't work. This is not that. It is one company. In your Zango back office, you'll be able to see your ZAG volume and your Zango volume. It is one company. It is one downline. It is 2 ways to get paid. This way on Zango volume and this way on ZAG volume. That's what it is. It's very, very simple, and again, all this stuff will be explained. All right, a lot of questions about getting the product at convention, and I'm assuming they will. I'm assuming they just aren't shipping until pre-orders until after, because they're going to do the brand reveal there. But I'm pretty darn sure if we go to convention, we're going to get some product. Can my existing distributor buy X926? Do they count for the new ZAG stream of income? Okay, X926 is a product of ZAG. Again, ZAG. The name of that product division will be revealed at convention. X926, the product, the formula, the name of that product will be revealed at convention. But X926 is a product on the ZAG side, the ZAG product division of Zango. Does 3 separate groups mean 3 separate legs on level 1? No, it's 3 separate legs by sponsorship. So it's, and there might be some requirements of this, that, or the other thing going forward in the future that have not been announced yet. We don't have all of that, but it's 3 lines of sponsorship. So 3 people that you personally sponsored, regardless of where they're placed right now, will count as the 3 different legs. All right. Yes, 2 ADPs. Question about, sounds like it's actually an entire other business all wrapped up in the Zango business, but still needs 2 ADPs, yes. So once again, it's all Zango the company. Zango products will be paid on the Zango compensation plan as we currently have. ZAG products will be paid with the ZAG compensation plan. If you want to participate in both, it's 2 ADPs. If you want to participate in one or the other, then you can choose which one that you want to do. Your ZAG volume counts towards your Zango volume and qualifications and pay titles and all of that. But only the ZAG volume counts towards the ZAG titles and qualifications, since it is completely new and people are starting from 0 and able to go all the way through the ranks together. If an existing Zango distributor orders X926 and begins a new downline within the existing, does the existing distributor begin with building their own 1Ks, 5Ks, etc., and still qualify for the new money and bonuses, even though they're an existing distributor, not a new member? Okay, so it's not really building a new downline unless, of course, it's a new person. So if I'm coming in today, all of the people I have personally sponsored, they'll all choose to be part of ZAG, and they'll tell their people to choose to be part of ZAG. And as that grows, that's all new ZAG volume, so that will all promote me through the ZAG compensation plan. I can also sponsor brand new people like I can right now in Zango or ZAG, and then of course it would be brand new people all starting from 0. So your existing downline right now, as they choose to participate in ZAG, which who wouldn't, folks? I mean, this is something you need to call everyone and tell them and get their pre-orders in. There is so much money that's going to be made so quickly in this thing. You don't want anyone to miss anything. And, of course, they can always reevaluate in a few months if they don't think so. But I can tell you right now, you need to get everyone in immediately. And as they do, then you're going to be automatically creating a whole new income stream in ZAG and start to qualify and promote through the ZAG compensation plan. Question is, will ZAG be on Zango.com? If you're asking the ZAG products, I am not sure how that's going to work. I know in the back office, yes, but as far as promoting the ZAG products, I don't know what their intentions are with that yet. I would assume they're going to have a completely different website for marketing purposes, but again, that's one I don't know. Just a couple more questions here. It looks like I cannot believe how many of you are still on for this. Usually by the time we get this far over, we're down to about 10% of the original number of people, and boy, everyone just wants these questions answered, so I'm trying to get through them as quick as I can. All right, again, it's not going to be 2 applications. It'll be 1 application, and then once you're in, you can choose to participate in both streams of income or one. Right now, there is the ZAG pre-order form, or the X926 pre-order form. So it's an additional order form so that you can be the first ones to get ZAG. It's not a separate application. But if you're sponsoring brand new people today, no sign-up fee. Sign-up fee is waived until the end of September. So on the Mark It Set Go, sign up people and get their pre-order in and get your business a heck of a head start before convention. All right, want some more information about the ZAG, how it coordinates with the present compensation plan. Same downline, same structure. The only difference is on the ZAG side was ZAG volume, so that they could put in this lifestyle bonus and all these achievement bonuses and matching bonuses and new trips and all that. The compensation plan has been adjusted a little bit, but it's still 9 levels, and I noticed that that information is not posted on the website, therefore I can't share it exactly, but stay tuned. I'm sure that it will be forthcoming very soon, but it is basically the same with just some minor adjustments so that we can put in all these new great bonuses into ZAG, only on the ZAG side. All right, questions on media packs. Let me get to those last. All right, and I'm not sure, Donna, you might want to call after the webinar is over or call Zango tomorrow about this access denied. I don't know why you're having that issue unless, you know what you might want to do is whatever browser you're using, clear your cookies, clear your history, reset everything, and then try going to it again. Go to Zango.com first, log in, and then try to go to Zango.com/X926. Let me get to the last. These are the last questions on the product Q&A. I'll put that up now as we finish this. More product questions that I don't know, so I'm going to skip all of those. Can existing customers count on both sides too? Yes. Everything on the ZAG side, customers and distributors count on the Zango side for qualification purposes. But only ZAG customers count for ZAG promotion. Is it ever too late to start? What a great question. No, it'll never be too late to start. As we know in Zango, there was a lot of excited people that came in at the early days under the NDA, and that's where you're at right now. If you think that was an exciting time to be one of the very, very first, that's where you're at right now. The opportunity to be the first with ZAG. You're hearing about it before ZAG even launches. It's a heck of an exciting place to be since it's with Zango and a proven company. It's a really scary place to be if it's with a startup deal. But that's an exciting place to be. And, of course, many of our leaders, as you know, Ed and Sandi Cohen, were the first people that I flew into Salt Lake City to take a look at this. And then one of the very first people that she brought in was Carol Escalano, which is a quick little story I want to tell you. Who came in under an NDA before the company was ever launched. Carol Escalano, as many of you know, 500K distributor, was in Filipino, was the first to notice what the fruit was. When she saw the fruit in this presentation, she got all excited. That's the mangosteen. I know this product. I know. And she knew that Zango was going to build a billion-dollar brand because she knew the mangosteen. Well, as Zango founders and Beverly Hollister's calling different leaders to talk to us about this prior to us all flying in, one of the people that she did have a Skype call with was Carol Escalano. And as she was describing, and they weren't releasing ingredients yet. We didn't find out the ingredients till Monday. But as she was describing some of these ingredients and their benefits and what they do, Carol Escalano guessed the Shilajit. And, of course, Beverly couldn't hide it because it was a Skype call and you could see her face and there was no way to hide that. And Carol got so excited, just as excited, more excited than she did over the mangosteen. She knew the ingredient and she said, oh my gosh, we're going to build another billion-dollar brand and we're going to do this one overnight. And that was an exciting thing to me. So this is where you're at, is if you thought you missed something before, you're going to catch it all here. But let's also identify that of the people, of the millionaires and the multimillionaires in Zango, many of them came in the second year, the third year, the fourth year, the fifth year. I mean, some of our 500Ks, one of them is from Russia, who's only been in for a few years. Another one from Mexico came in the fifth year. So, no, it is absolutely never too late. But, and a company like Zango, of course, we're going to have another wave after this, but it might be 10 more years. So you don't want to miss out on this wave just because you know that, yes, there will be another opportunity like this down the road. But also, no, the people who do miss this pre-launch part, no big deal. This opportunity is going to go for, I predict, at least somewhere between 5 and 10 years, we're going to experience incredible record-breaking growth. All right, I think that's just about it. The rest of these look like product questions too. If I missed it, I apologize. Please email us. Email mypowersystemteam@gmail.com. Any questions that I didn't answer, email me product questions too. We'll forward them on to Zango. We'll get them answered for you. Thank you so much for all of your time. Can't believe how long we went over and how many of you are still with us, especially on the East Coast. Folks, I just want to leave you with this. This doesn't happen. This is almost 11 years since we've been in a place like this, about to launch this kind of a product with a new compensation. So almost 11 years ago, we all started from zero, and many went to hero with this product called the mangosteen, with a startup company. Imagine what we're going to do now with this product, with these ingredients. And yes, there's some other companies out there that have anti-aging products, and some of them even have some of these ingredients, but not at the levels that are in this product. With all the stuff that you're going to see the science, you're going to see the studies, you're going to be blown away. But for all of those people who got involved in the mangosteen early on, who had not heard of it and didn't see the science and didn't see anything, what they had was a hope that it could be true, a hope that the product could work, a hope that they could build a business, a hope that they could make money. And that hope turned into faith, turned into belief, turned into action, and created what is the number now? We're over 130 millionaires in under 11 years, and you haven't seen anything yet. The next 5 or 10 years are going to blow away what we've already done. Thank you all so much for your time. And Sandi, before I close this up, though, I'm going to turn it back over to you just for some final comments and to say goodnight to everyone.
And I thank you all for your patience, and keep your eye out for emails from Colli and I, because we're going to be doing some intense webinars every single night of the week. And with my power system, Colli's going to be able to put them on autopilot, and we're going to be starting trainings on Saturday. So make sure to keep tuned. But let me leave you with these words. You wouldn't be listening to this if you weren't looking for change. And, you know, it's like Napoleon Hill says in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Timing is everything. Today is almost gone. And that's why they call it the present. But tomorrow is your future. What do you want your life to look like in the next couple years? So don't wait, don't hesitate. Start calling everyone you know, whether they're hopefully open to better health and a longer quality of life, or maybe they want financial peace of mind. And hopefully they want both. So we're looking forward to seeing you in just, I guess we have to start counting down the days, Colli, to convention, when everybody's going to really, I think the brand is exquisite. It's first class. It's magnificent. And I got to tell you, I'm really surprised that Zango revealed what they've revealed so early and given us a head start. So now we have about 4 weeks head start to the rest of the world. So those of you that are listening to this webinar are ahead of everybody else. So don't let Greg Adair and Charlie Emmenecker and Richard O'Brien and all the rest of us get ahead of you, because it's a level playing field to reach your dreams. And with that, we're going to say good night. Appreciate you all. Bye for now.
Good night, everyone.